Today, I am taking one superstar player from the 4 major sports. Aaron Judge is going to be representing the MLB. We're going to have Josh Allen in the NFL, LUKA DONCIC in the NBA, and Connor McDavid in the NHL, and see which one of them can win a championship first. We will start off with Major League Baseball, Aaron Judge and the New York Yankees. This series concept is super simple. How this is going to work, we are in year 1 right now. I'm going to be simulating the same exact season year by year, so we're not going to be going 10 years into the future. We can go to year 10 if none of these guys wind up winning a championship in 10 years, but it'll always be the same exact season. That way they don't get older, because some of these guys are younger than others. But how it's going to work, we simulate year number 1. If 2 of the 4 players make the playoffs, then we take a look at their playoff games and we don't hear from the other 2 until the next year. If one of the players winds up winning the championship, that is when the video ends, but all the other players will have a chance to match. Let's say, for example, Aaron Judge wins the World Series in year number 2 and Connor McDavid wins the Stanley Cup in year number 2, then we have to do one more year between the 2 of them. If none of the players make the playoffs, then we move straight on to the next year. Super simple, and I'm going to show everybody's stats at the end of each year. But the Yankees year 1 have the best record in the league here. Judge has a chance to get the championship in year number 1, 98-64, and they are going to play the winner of Toronto and Tampa Bay. So let's simulate to see who they're going to be playing. They are going to play the Rays. They win game 1. Let's sim through this date, see if they can sweep. They sweep. Now they play the Angels in the ALCS. Let's sim through game 2. They lose both. I'm going to put my camera up here. That way I don't block anything. We're going to go game by game. They get a win in Los Angeles. They get a second win in Los Angeles. They don't get it all, though. They have to win both at home to go to the World Series. They go to game 7. Who wins it? They lose. The Yankees have been eliminated. The Angels are going to the World Series. Let's check out the stats for Aaron Judge. I don't know why, but it's only showing me the playoff stats, not regular season. I'll try to fix that in the future. But in the postseason, he had basically 40 at-bats, 4 home runs, 13 RBIs. So not the best slugging for Aaron Judge that you're used to, but a .410 batting average. That's insane. Forgot to click the record button when I started the Bills. We have Bills and year number 1 here. Josh Allen, they're 5-2. Patriots, though, are 7-1. I don't understand what happened to the Bills. They were like 5-2, and they finished the season 7-10. They got 2 wins in their next 10 games. That's insane. Josh Allen, not a great season. He was ranked 20th and above, I think, in yards, completions, and touchdowns this season. 26 touchdowns to 6 interceptions. Not a bad ratio, but not a great season. LUKA DONCIC, the Mavericks, and the NBA year number 1. Let's see what happens. A little more than halfway done with the first season. Mavs find themselves in 7th place in the West, 27-25. LUKA DONCIC actually won MVP in year number 1. 37 points average, 11 rebounds, 7 assists, and barely got his team into the playoffs. First team all NBA for LUKA DONCIC, no surprise there. And they have to face the Grizzlies in the first play-in game. Let's simulate it. And Dallas goes on to the first round. Now we see if MVP LUKA can make a statement in the playoffs. Simulate the first game, goes to New Orleans. Second game goes to New Orleans. Third game goes to New Orleans. Are we going to see a sweep? Nope. Dallas fighting back. Can they get 2 in a row? They are eliminated in year 1. First year in the NHL, and we have Connor McDavid and the Oilers. This is my first time, I think, ever even going into franchise mode in NHL 22, so this is all new to me right here, but let's simulate. So the Oilers are going to get into the playoffs in year 1 here. Connor McDavid with 78 points, which is actually really low for him, but he gets his team into the playoffs, which I guess is all that matters. They're 3rd in the Pacific. I thought the Oilers had to play the Calgary Flames, but somehow the Golden Knights jumped them, I guess, on the last night of the season. So it's actually going to be Oilers versus Avs, which is the Western Conference Final in real life in round 1. Let's simulate the first 2 games. Okay, it's going to be 1-1 in the series. Simulate another. It's going to be a win for the Oilers. Can they get revenge against the Avs here? Let's see if they win it. Well, I don't want to do that. Let's sim it right here. That way it's a quick sim. We're going to go to game 6. Big game 5 here. They get the win 3-0. Can they move on to the second round? They lose in OT. Unbelievable. Game 7. They lose in game 7. Year 2, Yankees don't get the best record in the MLB, but they do make the playoffs and win the East. Here are Judge's stats for year number 2. 142 games played, 35 home runs, 102 RBIs, and a .307 batting average. Yankees play the White Sox in round 1. Can they make it to the World Series this year? They're about to sweep Chicago. Not so fast. They do get it done. Now it's the Angels again. Will they get their revenge this year? They beat them in game 1. They lose game 2. Now you are at home. They're at home in games 3, 4, 5 this time. They lose game 3. They win game 4. They have to win 2 in LA. Are they going to beat them back-to-back years? No. Game 7 again. They go to the World Series, and they're going to play the Los Angeles Dodgers from one LA team to another. Game 1 in LA. Yankees win. Game 2 in LA. LA wins. We go to New York. Game 3 to the Dodgers. Game 4 to the Yankees. Game 5 to the Dodgers. The Dodgers win the World Series. Second time is the charm, maybe for Buffalo and Josh Allen. That first season was not good whatsoever. Let's see what happens this time. I don't know what's wrong with the Bills in Madden. They have a good roster to go 1-5 in this division. I don't understand. But the Bills flipped the script the other way in year 2. In year 1, they were really good the first half and really bad the second half. This time, they were really bad in the first half and really good in the second half, finishing the season 11-6. The stats for Josh were better this year. More yards, more touchdowns, and I believe more completions. So the Bills are the 4 seed. They're in the bottom left where my camera is, so you guys can't see it right now. They have the Chargers up first. They're the number 5 seed. Then they'll play the winner of the Ravens or the Raiders, unless the Steelers upset the Titans. So let's go week by week here. Let's go week by week. We got playoff football in this video. Let's go to next week. Will the Bills be moving on? Yes, they will. They're going to play the Chiefs. So what happened? Did the Steelers upset the Titans? They did not, but I thought that, okay, we're the lower seed. Never mind, we play the Chiefs. Chiefs, Bills, we know what happened in real life. Josh Allen lost the coin toss and lost the game, but that was one of the best games I've ever seen. Whoever got the ball first in overtime was going to win that one. But here we go. Who's going to win the rematch? It's going to be the Bills, who are going to play the 13-4 Titans now with a chance to go to Super Bowl. What is it, 57? I forget what we're up to. To the Super Bowl. Can the Bills do it? Actually, let's send them to the Super Bowl. Not next week. Can the Bills do it? Can they go to the Super Bowl? No, they lost to the Titans. It's Titans-Bears. Year number 2, LUKA takes home another MVP award, 37 points, 11 rebounds, 8 assists, and gets his team 6th in the West. So we are going to face the Phoenix Suns. Let's go game by game. Suns get 1. Suns get 2. Mavs get game 3. Okay. Can you go back-to-back games? You can. Get a little hype. Can you take 3 in a row? Oh, that would have done it. That definitely would have done it. 3-3. We're going to a game 7. Let's do it with Simcast, I believe. That's what I want to do, right? Yeah, Simcast. Okay. Let's play it. How do I do this? My first time really doing NBA simulation. Simulate it. There we go. Let's go a little bit faster than that. Okay. End of the first quarter. It's a really close game. Third quarter, really close. I'm going to slow it down a little bit. Fourth quarter right now. They have the lead. 4 minutes left. 6-point lead. 8-point lead. Will we see the Mavs in the next round? Oh, they got this. They definitely got this, or it's a terrible choke. They got this. The Mavs are moving on to round 2. Mavs get game 1. I think that was in Memphis. Yes, that was in Memphis. That's huge. Grizzlies tie it up. Go to Dallas. They get game 3. They get game 4. Oh, the Grizzlies just gentlemen swept the Mavs. Year number 2, Oilers make the playoffs once again as the 2 seed in the Pacific. This time they should face the Los Angeles Kings. Pretty good matchup for them. Hopefully they can make it out of the first round. But this year they were not led by Connor McDavid in points. It was actually Leon Draisaitl. So how about McDavid and Draisaitl in this game? They should have way more points in a full season. Here we go. Oilers, Kings, first round. Who gets this win? They go 1-1 at home, which isn't the best, but they have a chance to win back home ice in game 3. They get it. Game 4, can they make it a 3-1 lead in round number 1? Yes, they can. And can they beat LA here? In round 1, they get it done in 5. Golden Knights are a better team than the Kings, no doubt about it. Can the Oilers win round number 2 to go to the Western Conference Final? And they get 2 overtime wins, 4-3 each in round 2 in Vegas. That is huge. To make it 3-0. They lose in overtime 4-3. What is going on with this series? They win it in 3-2 regulation in Edmonton. They need one of the next 3 games. Let's simulate the next 2 if needed. I think they won. Yes, they did. They did win, and now we're either going to play the Jets or the Avs in the Western Conference Final, I think. It's going to be Oilers, Avalanche here in the Western Conference Final, just like it was in real life. And the Oilers are going to get both games in Colorado. I did not expect that to happen. They get game 3 at Edmonton, a chance to sweep the Avs in the Western Conference Final like the Avs did to them in real life. They can't get the sweep. Can they get it in 5? They get it in 5, and they are going to play the Tampa Bay Lightning in the Stanley Cup Final. For the Stanley Cup, for the win in this video, McDavid over DONCIC, over Josh Allen, over Judge, who had his chance in the World Series. Couldn't get it done, but now he has a chance to win this championship in year number 2. Let's simulate game 1 and 2 in Tampa. They win both on the road. That is super huge. They go back home to Edmonton with a chance to win this. Can they really sweep Tampa Bay, going for 3 in a row in the Stanley Cup final? Let's simulate this period by period for Stanley Cup point. The Stanley Cup is in the building for this game in Edmonton. It's 2-0. It's 5-1 Tampa. Okay, Tampa's not getting swept. On to the next game. Now they try to win it in Tampa Bay. We're going to do the same thing, period by period, hopefully. It's not a blowout. This one's 2-1 after 1. No goal for McDavid. It's 3-1 after 2. McDavid gets a goal on Vasilevsky, but Tampa's coming back. Don't choke this. They got to get this one, right? Back in Edmonton, you just been embarrassed 2 games in a row. It's 3-2. It is 4-4. Bouchard and Draisaitl tie this one up. And we're going to game 7. Can you believe that? I am not going to sim period by period. I might have jinxed this team by doing that. We're just going to let it go. And they're going to win it. The Stanley Cup champion, Edmonton Oilers. I jinxed them by going period by period. They came all the way back, Tampa to 3-3. And then Edmonton finally closed the door in game 7. Can I get some stats on this? So it's not going to be McDavid who has the most points for them in the playoffs. Where can I look at the points? Can I look at everybody else? But it looks like Draisaitl is going to have 30 points in the playoffs in 23 games played, 5 goals, 25 assists. That's going to do it for the video, everyone. If you enjoyed, do me a favor, hit the like button, hit that subscribe if you're new. I would greatly appreciate it. In the comments down below, feel free to let me know what challenge, what city do you want to see next. Peace.